Hey kids, Mark Miller here. Welcome to the show. Glad you can make it. Roy's going to be here with us in a little bit. Let's start off with some Code Rush music. We'll kind of get right into it. We're working with the, let's see here. Working with the CardMaker app. I'll start it up here and show you what it looks like right now. Here we are right here. Let's also open up the data for this. And so we can kind of get a sense of what's going on. So this is for creating cards for the Streamloots service. I had created some cards out here. This is what the interface looks like online. There are different properties here. Hold on, I've got like, oh, I see what's happening. Excuse me. Chat room was like flooded with some switching to techno here because the keyboard was on that button. There's some properties right here that you can set inside of here to change the to change different aspects of the card. The cards are used by viewers watching the Dungeons and Dragons game to be able to play. You can edit with the card creator here. This is just the online tools. We're essentially creating something that's going to be generate way more card combinations than what you're seeing here. And I want to be able to generate them essentially automatically to create hundreds of cards automatically based on spells and hold on one second. Based on spells and summoning monsters, things like that. So we will allow viewers watching that to be able to summon monsters or cast spells or adjust rolls, add advantage or disadvantage to a die, that sort of thing. The data we have looks like this. So we're storing our data inside of a Google spreadsheet. I've got right now 3 tabs on it, one for decks, so these are my decks, one for the cards, and one for fields. The fields here correspond to these down here, right here. So what I want to do is I want to be able to declare all of this, create it all in my WPF app, manage it all from the WPF app that's going to manage hundreds and hundreds of cards, up to probably about 1,000 by the time this whole thing is done, if it reaches its potential. And then I want to submit them from my machine up here into the Streamloots system, so it has all the cards up here. We're also going to create an overlay that looks for alerts from Streamloots when the cards are played, so that we can then communicate secret messages to the Dungeon Master or affect dice rolls, that sort of thing, programmatically. So we're going to have as much programmatic redemption of the card, the value of the card, as we can. In some cases, entirely there, programmatically. And in other cases, we might just send a secret message over to the Dungeon Master, so only the Dungeon Master knows what's going to happen. Okay? All right, so that's what we have. One of the things that I changed since the last time we worked on this was I was using my name property here and the name property for the card as my indexer. And I realized pretty quickly that was a really bad idea. It's okay if you never rename the card and if all the names are unique, but what if I want to rename the card? And so what I realized I had to do is I had to use some GUIDs here for the idea. So I've got a GUID in this ID column here, and a GUID here for the ID column of the deck, and the same thing for the fields. The fields connect to, there's one field per card, and so it's got a card ID that it connects to. and the card has a deck ID that it connects to the deck. All right, so that's the changes to the data. The app, it's right back here, looks like this so far. We can add cards, we can delete cards. Let's see, all the fields are here. So we can do all of these, modify all these fields. Notice when I make a change here, it marks it as changed. So you can actually see there, even if I come down here and I make a change, you can see it marks that field as changed. Then when I come in and save, all of those should clear up after the save is complete. Like that. Let's go back, change it back to text. We'll go ahead and save that. Oh, that's awesome. That's exactly what I need. Can you do me a favor? Can you plug that in? Can you find, there's like at least 2 right here, and charge those up? So we were looking for the battery charger, and then one of the kids just brought it to my desk. So that's perfect. Over here, we don't quite have the layers working yet. So basically everything to the left of the mouse right here is working based on based on the tests I've done. So we can change all these settings. These settings are written directly out here into the spreadsheet whenever you save. So all of these settings here, we can demonstrate that right now. Rarity is common. I can change that to say epic, and come in here and hit save. Also, it's only saving the fields that have changed. So it's tracking which fields have changed. There you can see rarity is now epic right there. Again, demonstrating cooldown. Let's make it, say 5 minutes. And come back in and save. We should see this change to 5 minutes right there. Only modifying these individual cells that have changed. So there's an efficient modification that's happening, efficient tracking that's occurring. The tracking is occurring in track property changes, which implements iTrack property changes, which just keeps a list of the changed properties, and it keeps an is dirty flag, meaning it needs to be saved. What's cool about this is by simply implementing iNotify property change in the onProperty changed event handler. If we're not actually changing is dirty, if it's any other property, we just add it to the change property list. And then when we save our change properties, we set that equal to null. When we say is dirty is now equal to false, we set that to null, clearing all those off. So it's a really super efficient way to track what's changed. On top of that, we've now incorporated this into the Google Sheets class. So if the instance is an instance of iTrack property changes, and we've got some change properties, then we check to see if what this particular value is in that change properties. If it's not, then we just keep iterating through the loop of all the serializable fields. Super efficient, a really neat architecture here. And it allows the descendants of this, namely card, right here, for example, is one of the descendants. It's descending from base name ID, which in turn descends from track property changes. Base name ID has ID as a GUID and a name, and that's it. So it's pretty simple there. And then so it allows basically the card to just declare its properties, to decide which one of those correspond to a column in the spreadsheet, specify the spreadsheet name up here and what tab they're on, and that's it. And the saving, all the saving happens automatically. So whenever we call save. Let's look at the call to save here so you can see that. We just show the status bar, and then we call CardData.save. CardData basically says save all changes for all known decks, all known cards, and all known fields. That's what's going on. So that's what we have so far. Today, I want to work on a couple things. One of the things I want to work on is the text that shows up here in this space. I want to be able to also bring in the layers. the card text is kind of jumping ahead a bit. Then we're going to jump backwards. We're going to bring in the layers. Then we're going to probably modify the card text a bit. Because right now, this card text, if I like start typing something in, it's rotated and placed right there over the layer. I need a way of controlling that. I need to be able to control the angle, the width, and the height. That's what I need to do. I also have this font size right here, small, medium, and large, or small, normal, and large, not doing anything yet. So I want to get those to work right now, and I want to be able to change this. Right now, the font size is about this big right here. And I'm here to fix the font a little bit here. Something like that. So we want to be able to support a lot of text and a little bit of text. For example, this spell is called alarm, but we want alarm to be bigger here. And I want these to have some impact. So that's what I want to do, because right now I've got just kind of an overall font size for this. The thing that makes this tricky, let me get to it here, see if I can find it. Here we go. Is that it's a text block in a view box, and it's rotated by some degrees. I ultimately want to connect this to a UI control, so I can control my rotation. And I want to be able to also similarly modify its width. And somewhere in here, I'm expecting to see its height. I don't see the height here. I guess because it's centered, that means if I were to come out here and go for a long time, it would expand beyond the top and bottom. No, it does not. Is the height determined by, the height must be determined by here, this guy right here. I bet that's it, the grid height. All right, let's change this to 183 and see what happens. Yeah, I see. Okay. So there's some issues with adjusting the height that we're going to have to figure out. Also, the left and the top positions as well. So we'll have to figure that part out. Let's work on right now just this bit, the small, medium, and large, right there. So let's go look at what's happening with that behind the scenes in the code. All right, so we do an on-property change for font size. I think what I want to do is let's close this down, and I want to declare two other properties that we're going to bind into the XAML here. Let's close this down. I don't need this here. I want to connect to font size and line height is what I want to do, because these are both related to each other. If the font size gets big, I need the line height to be a portion of it. I don't want it to be actually the same as font size. Wow! Wow! Hey, Copperbeardy. How you doing, buddy? All right, so back over here. We're going to do...
Copperbeardy is in the house.
Welcome, Copperbeardy. How you doing? Glad to have you here. All right, so I've got this property called font size. I think I want to rename this. I'm going to rename this to font scale. is what I'm going to do. That means I need to go into my spreadsheet in cards, and I got to change this to the same thing, font scale. All right, that should work there. Let's change this one as well. Scale, like that. Then I want to create a new double property. So I'll type in PD, like that. CodeRush gives me a double property declaration right here. It also gives me an on-property change call because this card descends from base name ID, which implements iNotify, which one of the ancestors in this implements iNotify property change. So here I want to say text font size. Like that. So I've got my text font size. And then I want to say, I want to have one more called text line height. Notice I'm not going to save these out. These are just we're just going to calculate these. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, I'm going to do a switch statement here. And then I'm going to, what's happening here? Oh, it's here. It's getting it from this piece right here. Okay, gotcha. Let's rename this as well. Interesting. So we gotta, let's build this one more time. Let's go in here. Rename, do I have a rename option here? Oh, it already did it for me. Okay, cool. All right, so if we're normal, we're gonna come down here and we're gonna say text font size is equal to, I think 58 is what I had in the code. Right there. My line height was 50 when that was 58. So I'm just gonna create a fraction and there, a constant here. We're going to say line height factor, and that's going to be equal to 50 divided by 58, like that. And hold on one second. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to say down here, we're going to say text line height equals text font size times line height factor. Okay. So we'll do this. For small, we'll take maybe, I don't know, 40, 42. And for large, we'll come in here with maybe 72. All right, let's try that and see how that works. See, no change here. Did I bind these? I thought I did. Let's do a, oh, I know why. I didn't rename the binding. I think that's the problem. What do you mean, uh-oh? All right, so the binding here is to font scale. Font scale, font scale. Let's save that. Wonder what's on TV. Retro CRT is here. Welcome, Retro CRT. Good evening, fellow code herders. We're herding some code right now. Everyone's coming home. All right, so I've got this binding here. Let's go see if that works now in the app. Is that going to work? Not feeling a breakpoint yet. What am I missing here? The binding path is on font scale. Card has font scale. Did I get it wrong up here? Enum to bool, converter parameter, small. All of this should work. I wonder if I have to restart. Let's see what happens. It's dark out, says CRT. Notice one other bug right here. First deck is marked as changed when we start up. That's a mistake. Do I not have a breakpoint in here? Is that my problem? That might be my problem. There we go. Okay, cool. We are getting in here. Okay, cool. Cool. Whoa, that's not good. Why is the factor 0? Is it because I didn't do this? Put a D there? Considering them both ints? I think that might be it. Let's try running it one more time. And there's also missing a binding in the code we have to add, or in the XAML we have to add. Okay, now what is it? It is a much better number. Okay. Okay, so it's got small, it's selected the small one. That looks all good. Next, I want to make it so that this changes and is bound to these two other properties, text font size and text line height. So we'll come over here to the XAML, and I think it's right down here. Do a binding. It's going to be text line height. And the font size is also going to be binding. Text font size. We can put these two together. All right, let's see if this works now. Nice. So I wonder if that also means then, this may also fix the other problem. When I typed in a bunch of text, notice how the column edges are really kind of narrow. What happens if I go small? Better. Yeah. So I have some control over this, right? So I can still make it look good, even though I might have a lot of text, or I might have just a very little bit of text, right? By changing that font size right there. I think I might make the large a little bit bigger. Where's that? That's over here. It's right in this space. So let's do this. Let's make it 96. There you go. Sweet. Normal, small. Okay. Cool. That's an awesome fix. And I love too, right, that because this is actually, this speaks to, some of the power of WPF here, right? We've got the text rotated, right? And then we've specified the rectangular area in a rotated rectangle for the text to fit. And we have it now so that we can have all kinds of text here, everything from a short alarm to a larger protection from evil and good, which is the longest spell that's there. And it still looks pretty good. Like that. How's everybody doing in the chat room? Everything cool where you guys are? By the way, you can't see this, but I'm pointing at 2 lights. Uh-oh, Rory's got bad news. Rory's internet's been down for 30 minutes. He may not be with us today. I'm pointing to 2 lights on either side. They're LIFX, remotely controlled LED lights. And we're gonna use that with the Fireball. And they put out a lot of light. I do not have to worry about brightness. I think here's a sample. There you go, right there. So when the Fireball gets close, it'll look like it's illuminating my face. I'm super excited about that. I'm not sure if we'll do that this week or not. Maybe we'll do that this week. All right, next step, I need to go to layers. I need to do that next. And let's just talk about layers and how that whole thing is gonna work. So in this folder right here, assets, I have a folder called Infinite Stones, and it's got some layers in it. My layers are simply just PNG files. I'll do this so you can kind of see them bigger. They're PNG files, which are the parts of this. And we're going to stack the parts up and insert maybe other parts in between, in other layers. And that's what we're going to do. This one just says Infinite Stones, just has these simple layers, right? Where the text would go over the plaque. The plaque is going to layer up there. Because they're individual, I can control the color and the shading and the brightness and the contrast, even if I want to, of each of these. In Witchcraft, things get a little more complicated. I've got a folder called Shared Back Layer Adornments. I've got a folder called Share Top Layer Adornments. These are things that we put on the top. Okay. Then I have 4 other folders. One called Rare, which starts to look like that other one, the Infinite Stones that we looked at. It's got the pieces just stacking up here. Right. Another one called Legendary. You can kind of start to see what's going on here, right, with these pieces that are here. And there's no necessarily any consistency, right? I do have something called Plaque, and the plaque is in roughly the same shape in all 4 of the different books. But I've also pulled off here, for example, I pulled off the vines, and I pulled off the leaves, and that's okay. And I pulled off something called a gem, and the plaque ends. So this one has 7 or 8, rather, layers inside of it that are going to be sandwiched together along with the spell or whatever the monster we're summoning, whatever that is. Okay, so that's what it is. So what I need to do is I need to create a button menu that essentially comes off of card style. When I click on card style, I want the menu to drop down, and I want the menu to say Infinite Stones or Witchcraft. And if it goes to Infinite Stones, it'll see there's nothing left, and it'll just say, okay, go. Use that. But if it goes to Witchcraft, it'll ignore these 2, and then it's going to list off as subfolders, Common, Epic, Legendary, or Rare. And I'll be able to pick one of those, and once I pick that, then that's the style I'm going to use. That's how it's going to work. Okay? So let's figure that out and make that happen. I'm not sure how to create a menu from a button. I want to look that up, see if we can get some assistance on that. I'm not sure if I want to do this just as a context menu and pop it up. With the context menu, button triggers. Interesting. All right. Let's try that. So here is the button that we currently have. Let's paste that one in instead. We call this button, I guess I could call it card style. I'm going to say make it style picker, like that. Maybe I actually don't want that there. Maybe I want... Let's try that. Let's close the app because I want to... what's my invalid markup problem? Okay. Give these better names. This is going to be menu card style. Bald Bearded Builder says, oh, that looks good. That's all we do here, man. We just make things look good, Bald Bearded Builder. We're working on it, you know. If you want to, you saw the bubbles, the thought bubbles were great, man. Those worked out well. I think really well. This turned out pretty good, I think. Yeah, I like those. How you doing, Triple B? Oh, by the way, Triple B, I got lights on either side of me here that are remotely controlled, like Brian's got, Clark AO. And when I do the fireball, I think you've seen me hold the fireball. And it gets close to me, the lights are going to light up my face. It's going to look something like this, but it's going to be colored light, depending on where I'm holding the fireball. I think it'll be cool. Probably won't be that bright, though. But I think we'll work on that later this week. Anyway, yeah, light blue. That doesn't do anything now. That doesn't. Well, I'm glad you're doing peachy keen and plum near dandy. You could have just said, okay, that's hard for me to read, my friend. Yeah. So I think that's going to be cool. Those lights, right? This sense of, it's going to add to the believability there. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right. Yeah. So we're making... Hey, Bald Beard Builder, how's the Blazer project going? Yeah, Triple B, in case you're wondering what we're doing, we are working on a card maker that's going to build like about 1,000 playing cards to play Dungeons and Dragons, so that viewers can grab a card, they can get a deck, they can grab a card, play it, and that card will allow them to participate in the game while we're playing the game. I'm super excited about it because it impacts. There's a lot of areas of technology that this impacts. Right now, we're just working on the WPF stuff, but we're also going to create our own replacement for the Streamloots notification overlay that's going to be better than theirs. And we're going to have like the cards are going to are going to spin out like they're being, dealt onto, the playing surface. So by the time we're done with this, I think it's going to look gorgeous. We're going to have hundreds of cards, and it'll allow people watching the Dragon Humper show to participate in that. That's on this. The D&D show I'm talking about is over on this stream over here. So go give us a follow if you haven't done that yet. Anyway, that's what we're working on. All right, so card style is here. I've got this menu card style context opening piece. Around that point, I want to fill in the menu, is what I want to do. This looks like the source name. Source name looks like main button is now button style clicker. Routed event is button click. Target name main context menu is now menu card style. So this is going to pop it up apparently immediately, is what it looks like to me. So that's what's happening there with the trigger, it looks like. That's what we're going to do. Assemblyman says, hello, I'm kind of late. No worries, Assemblyman. We're just, we're always writing code here, it seems. So no worries. No, we're not working on ASP Core. We're working on WPF. That's what we're working on. So that's what we're working on. That's what we're doing. WPF right now, we're going to be in, maybe later in the week we'll be in, so we're WPF and C#. Later in the week we'll probably be in TypeScript, working on an overlay code. I used to work with GTK and C. I don't know what GTK is. This is something that this is a, it is ringing a bell. I feel like it's a framework for JavaScript here. What are you? GNOME. Toolkit, is that what it is? Yeah. There was a time when I heard about this a little bit. Okay. Let's go see if we get that break. Let's set a breakpoint and see if we get that breakpoint when we run right in here. Then we're going to populate that context menu with the context of the folder. Because, like I say, I want to make this easy to add more templates just by throwing assets down inside this folder. That's what I want to do. By the way, while I'm doing the show, I'm noticing the kids are breaking into my private stash of treats. Yeah.
Want a cookie?
No.
Oh, do you want a cookie?
No, I don't want a cookie. Don't bring it here to me, please. Really? You're rubbing it on my neck. It's like I don't even understand you sometimes. No, it's all right. People help me. You guys know where I'm. Oh, look who's flying in. It's Jetsam. Jetsam says, hey, it's sex positive.
Hi, Jetsam.
Assemblyman says, I want cookies. All right. I'm going to do this. Here we go. There you go. This is only for Assemblyman. The rest of you,
don't try to get it, Jetsam.
Don't try to get it, Jetsam. Or pudding. It's just, there you go. Just kind of take it. Oh, you got it. All right, good job. That was pretty amazing. Don't look at me like that. She hates magic. She hates.
Did I know about your CO2 cannon?
Yeah, are you getting it for me?
No.
For Christmas?
What did I get you? I gave him his Christmas present already. We got a really
Look out. Don't step on those Legos. Here it comes. I'm not sure how Smoofy's fanfare got triggered. I don't. Is Smoofy out there? Oh, there he is right there. Greetings, everyone. Okay, great. It's interesting there. It must have been earlier. Oh, I see. Smoofy came in with the LOL, but somebody else's fanfare was playing. That's what was going on. Welcome, Mr. Smoofy. Glad you're with us. Assemblyman says thanks. Yeah. Where's the bucket of bacon? Asked Jetsam. That's the real question, kids. Where is the bucket of bacon? My care has dropped substantially since last year, it seems. All right, so I want to be able to get into this folder right here. Let's just copy that to clipboard. Let's get a constant declared in here since we haven't started yet. Oh, she's coming in. She found a sideway in. She's coming in. She's backing up. Kids, look out. It's sex positive. That's how I fell in love. She trapped me with her must or something like that. You ate all the bacon this morning. Yeah. Sex positive. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So, let's do this. We'll throw it in here. We're going to say, oh no. Let's report this. I've got a version of CodeRush in here. Let me paste this here for a second. I have a version of CodeRush that you kids don't have. I've got a latest build, and I think this is related to that build. Let me grab this. Well, I'll send that later, but let me do this. I'm going to at least report the issue right now. Okay, devs, roll back about 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I think I came in here and I just expanded a template. QS is what I think I expanded. I've been doing a fair amount of work, but all of a sudden I got that error message that said, hey, there's an error in the log file. I got the log file here. Maybe just Visual Studio. What's here? Got an issue here with CodeRush. I think this is because of the latest build that I have. But take a look at that. That was this yesterday at 1643? Wait. What's going on with the times here? These times, they're UTC times. And it looks like they're going forward. Okay, so the end is the last thing. Okay, so this is what happened. All right, so looks like we got a file load exception that just occurred. Yes, that looks like it just occurred right there. There's the time. You can see the time right there, 16:43:45. That would have corresponded to 10:43:45, I think, over here on mine. Anyway, that's the bug. Looks like a load issue. Load issue. My version, I'm not sure what might be, what do we got here? There it is right there, 20.2.4.17. Whoops. .17, I think. Let's double check that again. 22.4.17. Okay. All right, let me go throw this out into the chat room. I fell in love with your stellar mind. I did. All right, devs have got the log file there. We're going to keep developing in here. If we see any functionality missing, I might have to restart Visual Studio. We'll see. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm testing a new build that got from the devs a few days ago. And I think this is related to that. Okay, so this is my assets folder. I guess we can write some code here before starting up. I need to get a list of the directories there. You know, it's like, I feel like I work with system.io. Really, it's not even here. Am I forgetting this? No. System.something.io. What is it? Path. Do I have access to path here? System.io.path. It's weird that when I was typing in system.io, it wasn't giving me anything there. System.io. We have an issue with IntelliRush. Look at that, we do. All right, kids. Here's a second issue. Let's go do this. All right, kids. I'm dogfooding CodeRush here. This is the second time I've seen IntelliRush not suggest changes that are inside, that are, or not suggest symbols that are inside of IntelliSense. So right now with it off, if I type in like system, I get system. But look at this. When I turn on IntelliRush here and I type in system, nothing comes up. SYS, nothing. I can hit control space, nothing happens. Yeah, nothing's going on there. So that's the issue. IntelliRush is showing entries. I wonder if that's related to the bug we saw earlier too. That might be related. Okay. Just in case though, we'll send that out. Okay. All right, so we got path. We need to go into path, I think. We need to get folders. Is there a get folder? Is it not in path? Is it in what, directory? Get files, do I have get folders? Will get files return the folders? Get directories. That's what I want. Okay. Took a while to find it, but there it is. Okay. All right, let's stop there. Let's just use that code and run it and see what we get. No breakpoint? No breakpoint. All right, let's do something different. Let's kill that. Let's see if we can hook the click. Maybe even a mouse down. That should come before the click. All right, run that. No, we're not getting even the down. No mouse down. All right, let's make it a preview mouse down then. Okay, we're here. And we got some directories. Infinite Stones Witchcraft. Sweet. So now I want to... I think I'm going to need a method here. Who's Santa's favorite singer? Elvis Presley? Presently? Elf is Presley. Yes! I like Elf is Presently. So I think I want to say this, add menu items, add card style menu items. I want to pass in a menu, context menu, menu card style. I think I also want to come in and say menu card style items dot clear, like that. I'm going to pass in card style dot items. And I'm going to pass in directories, like that. Okay, let's set a breakpoint here. Come back up here. Nope. How about here? All right, run. All right, now we're here. We have some items, which should be 0. There should be no items in the collection at all. And we got some directories. Cool. Who delivers gifts to baby sharks? Doot, 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 doot. I had my Christmas jumper on during stream today. Looked cool being green with green chrome key on. You could see straight through me except for the pattern on it. Santa Jaws. That's who delivers gifts to baby sharks. Comedy Relief brought to you by Sex Positive Kids. She's like, I'll tell the jokes in this family. All right, so we got some items here. Whoa, are those tomatoes? Oh, where are those tomatoes when you need them? Right, where are those tomatoes? All right, I guess I want to do this. I want to do for each here, directory and directories. Then I want to come in here, items, dot add, new menu item, like that. And then I want to say its header is equal to, I think it's going to be path.get file name. What's this do? Get directory name. No, I don't think I want that. I want path file name because it's going to get the last part. And I could even say without extension because I'm not really expecting that. Either of these should work. On directory, like that. So now, what's my problem with path here? Doesn't want to tell me. F10. Now I bet you'll tell me. System.io.path. Okay. Okay, not ambiguous anymore. Come on, go away. All right, let's do this. All right, this looks pretty good. I think what I want to do though is I want to come back in here now. I want to do two things actually. I want to store this. And I want to come down here and I want to say, I basically want the same call here. Call it subdirectories, like that. subdirectories, and I'm going to pass in directory. See if I get anything inside of that. So that's what I think it's going to look like. So let's try this. Oops, I want to come in here, execute this one more time. Menu item. And what do I get back from here? String of 0. That directory was infinite zones. Okay, let's do the next one and see how we do with the next one. There we go, cool, 6. Sweet. Now what I want to do is I want to recursively call this. Add card style menu items. Passing in my new menu item, dot its items, and my subdirectories, like that. That's what I want to do. So let's come right up here. We're going to execute that line of code. Going inside. Now we're inside. We've got new directories here. There it is with the new one. There's my folder. Adding the menu item. Oh, the one thing I want to check though is I want to see if the directory, I want to see if this, let's do this, introduce local. This is going to be folder name. I want to see if folder name starts with the word shared. The folder name dot starts with shared. Then we're going to ignore it. Where is my folder? So witchcraft. Yeah, I want to ignore these. Okay? That's what I want to do. What have we got? An exception? New menu item was null. Folder name was null. Oh, because I declared it, I bet. I bet it works now. And subdirectories is empty. I'm just debating whether I want to add defensive code here to prevent the call if it's 0. I think I want to do that. So I only call if we got something more. Okay? All right, let's run it and see what the menu structure looks like. Yep. Nice. That's what I wanted. Cool. All right. Now we need to do something with this, which I haven't thought of at all yet, so I'm not sure exactly what to do on that. All right, I kind of think what I want to do is create a descendant of the menu item. Like that. And I want to give it some more properties. Okay, let's pull this out of here. Let's get it in its own class. All right, we'll work with that. We're going to add our new own properties to this. I think at the very least, we're going to say this dot path style path. We're going to set that equal to directory. Let's declare that. Okay, so at the very least we have that. We might add something else to it. But there's the style path. The other thing we need is we need a click event handler. And this is going to be change card style item click. Then I'm going to say, hey, look, if not sender is card style menu item, and return. And then down here, we are at this point, we have this the path property, the style path, is now going to tell us what folder to load. So I think I'll create a function here called load new style and specify the path. Okay, so now, so let's move this down to the end of the file here. Do I want to remove, hold on. I'm going to move this all the way up to the top of this class for now. I think I want to remove the assets folder from this right here. So .substring start index, I'm going to say it's equal to assets folder .length. I think that's going to work. Hopefully that works. Let's see what happens with that. All right, let's run it. Sex Positive said I'm too pretty to tell jokes. Really, Sex Positive? So are you on the cover videos? Are you on the naughty or the nice list? Sex Positive says I'm on both lists. Okay, so here we go. Maybe a +1. So infinite stones. All right, cool. Witchcraft legendary. So now we're coming in here with Witchcraft legendary. That feels exactly like what I want. Now what I want to do is I want to say, hey, my active card dot style path is equal to style path. And there's something else I got to do too, but I'm not sure what that is yet. Let's declare this. So it's C# Fritz with a raid. Nice. Welcome, kids. Welcome to the raid. Welcome everybody. Welcome from the raid. Welcome from C# Fritz's stream. We are writing in C#. Whoops. We don't need that. 2 of those in a row. We are writing code in C# in Visual Studio and WPF right now. We are creating an application that's it's like a card image generator. We want to be able to generate 1,000 cards with different, unique, professionally designed artwork cards on them. You know, cards for the Dungeons and Dragons game, but we want no artist to actually do any work in it. That's where we're going. Excuse me while I do some dancing. Real close. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go. So welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. C# Fritz, thanks for the raid. Here he comes, kids. There he is. Whoop. Okay, this part where I gotta duck, it's coming in. All right. There it is right there. We've got the fanfares coming in here for folks there. Thanks for the raid, Jeff. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we're in WPF right now. We're writing C# code. And if you got any questions, let us know. We're going to be switching over into TypeScript later on in the week after we get this editor working here. Let's go take a look at where we were. Style path, I think I was just in the process of declaring that. I'm going to declare that.
Surly Dev is in the house.
Surly Dev is with us. It's had Lego and a train. It's had pudding. It's had gnomes and sunflowers and a purple hat. What this stream needs right now is pumpkins and drones. That might be true. Might be true. Get those drones flying in. There's mine right there. You can launch a drone with the drone command. It'll come and fly in your name. You can then move it just by typing in, once it's out, your R for right or L for up. L for left, U for up, D for down. Those are floated around there. If you want to get rid of your drone, you can just type in bang drone -1 like that. Surly Dev likes to fly and collect the coins. Surly, you only have like a few. Did your coins get reset? Shame on me. All right, drunks. All right, so here we are. We're up here. We've got style path. I've just added style path here to my card. I'm going to kill the app for a second. I want this to be a column because I want to save style path out in the spreadsheet.
I love trash.
Oh, look. Hey, it's Oscar. What? What the? What happened to Oscar? Oh, man. Let's see. What are we doing here? Yeah, this is my card. I want to add a new field here. I'll throw it out here near the end. I'm going to call this
Unit 7, where are you?
style.
We need your help.
Mr. 7's in the house.
Oh, all right.
He has arrived. Nightmare around here. Joe, so much sci-fi. Going crazy, kids. Tim Chris Jones says, is there anywhere I can go where Surly Dev's bots won't be? I say zoinks to that. Kids, by the way, if you want to play with the speech bubbles right here, let me show you how to do that. Should be as simple as typing in Mark, colon, and something like that you want me to say. Did that work? Go to no place, so just Twitch, Surly Free. That didn't work. My Mark didn't work. Now I'm sad. Why didn't that work? Did I shut off the... Something got shut off, I think, and is disconnected. No. Sad. Yep, Fred's not talking either. All right, we'll have to fix that. We'll fix that later. Does Mark not work either? Just regular Mark?
Mark!
That one works. All right, I can do this. I can do this. Fierce Kitten says, my hero. I know that, Jeff. I know that C# Fritz. She's your hero. I totally know that. She's awesome. Look, this is me. I'm like this. This is me, trying to tread water. Fierce Kitten's out there. She's like, skating on the top of it like a superhero. All right, I just added style path over here to my my spreadsheet, and I added style path here, added column. I want to do one more thing here. Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm going to use a Coder's template here called PS to get me the property. I'm going to pass in style path. The reason I did that is because CodeRush senses, it knows that I'm in a class that implements iNotify property changed. So it gave me this right here, setter guard clause, to check to see if the value had changed. And it gives me the on property change call, which is what I need. All right, let me dock some of this so you can see the code. Sorry, kids. Wait, hold on. This really div's going a little bit crazy. Here comes the dock, though, kids. Get rid of all of that. I think there might be some coins around, so Shirley, you're going to have to clean those up for me. Can you do that for me, buddy? Thank you. So now I've got style path. I've added style path, added the column attribute. That means it's going to, when we save it, it's going to now save that style path right out here. So that's what I'm looking for when we do the next run, when we make that change. And also we should see, what's going on here? Yeah, of course. There we go. So we'll do that. We're going to start with that. Let's run it. Is it the Marcade? Or is it the M-Arcade? It's a little crazy here. I know it is. I'm bummed about the speech stuff not working. Like, you know, I'm not sure what's going on with that. No idea with that. My good friend Fred. You, Fred. Okay. All right, Fred. Fred, what's going on? Fred also has no idea. Okay. Why is Snowman looking through all the carrots? I didn't see that. What are you talking about, sex positive? The snowman looking through all the carrots? What are you talking about? Oh, is this a joke? This is a joke. Sex positive, my wife, aka Karen Mangicotti, is out in the chat room telling jokes in the chat room. Look for that. Okay, let's go in here. Click on the deck. There's the deck. Click on card style. Go grab this. Say legendary. And now we're here. If active card is not null, then we're going to set the style path. We've done that. Also now, we should see that everything's changed. Yeah, look, there it is. Alarm is changed. Now let's go save it. And when we save it, we should see this field get updated right here. So we'll go do the save. Whoops, I think I missed it. There it is, save, saving. And now we look at that field. There it is right there. Style path says witchcraft. Is that correct? Witchcraft? This is not correct. I want more than that, right? It should be witchcraft / legendary. What? I don't even understand that. Something with the slashes interfering with the saving? That's really bizarre. The escaped. It broke it at the escape point is what it did. Let's change it up again. And see what happens here. Come in here, witchcraft rare. All right, it's definitely witchcraft rare. Set it, afterwards I hover over it. The style path is definitely witchcraft rare. Holy cow, I think we've got a bug in our Google spreadsheet helper. Is what I think we have. That's my sense. Let's see. I'm going to set a breakpoint in update row. And let's do save. We're debugging. Let's run. Sorry. Run. Now do a save. Okay, here we are. So we're coming in here. We've got the instance we're passing in. There's the second deck. It's got one card inside of it. Card's called Alarm. Style path is, whoa, the style path got changed. So the bug's not down here. Something happened before we got here. All right, let's set a breakpoint here. Let's just run it and verify that that's the case. What's happening with that? Card style, Witchcraft, Rare, and Save. All known cards, Alarm. It's changed, just style path. What's going on? I feel like there should be something that should be easy to see. Set a breakpoint here. All right, one more time. Common. Witchcraft, common. On property changed. Still Witchcraft, common. And we're back again, hold on, with just Witchcraft. What's my call stack here? Okay, load new style. It's as if the card style item click is happening twice and sending me different. It's like this one, the parent one is sending it to me as well, is what it looks like it's happening. In other words, when I select this one, I get this one as well coming in a second after. And I've got the click. Let's do this. I have an idea that's a real quick fix for this. Let's go like this. We're going to do this. We're only going to assign an event handler if it doesn't have any children. So this basically says, are there subdirectories? If there are, let's go back and recursively call, filling it in again. And if we don't have any children, we're going to have the click event handler. Okay, so now legendary. There's the legendary, and I bet we don't get a second call. Good. All right, that fixed that bug. So now if I come in and save it, we should now see out over in here, this should go to legendary. Nope. Why not? Oh, because we're here. Hold on. Let's do that. And now look at it. There it is, Witchcraft Legendary. Okay, we've done that. So now, next, we need to load up the layers. So the layers, I've got a list box here, nothing's in it yet. That's going to have all of these images that are out there inside of that legendary folder. So it's going to grab these right here. And they all have a number in front of them. Looks like I've got a problem here with the numbering. And the numbering indicates their height, their Z order positioning, right? So that's kind of how I've done it. So we're going to load up these images, and then we're going to stack them in the right order. We're going to populate the list box, and we're going to show them here. That's the next step. And I'm pretty sure I can do this. We'll see. All right, so first thing let's do is let's get that list when we select it. So over here, we get our load new style. That's where we are. And let's go ahead and pick it. that one. All right. So now what I think I want to do, I think I want to send this over to card data. I'm debating because I'm here in my main XAML, the code behind for my main XAML file, and I'm debating whether I keep the code here because I am going to need to work with a canvas and some images. So there's some UI-centric pieces. But I think there may also be things with the, I'm just wondering if I should put it in card data or not. I think I'm going to not do it for now, is what I'm going to do. So that means instead, I'm going to come in and say, I'm going to go into, I think is it path.getFiles? No, is it file.getFiles? And no, I guess it turns out it's directory.getFiles. That's where it is. Okay. And the path is going to be my assets folder. It's going to be system.io.path.combine my assets folder with the style path right there. And then I think, is there a second parameter to this? The search pattern, star.png is what I want. Like that. Let's declare a variable for that. Those are going to be my PNG files. And let's just see what we get with that call right there. Cool, we get 5 files. Nice. And there they are, background, cover, pages, black, etc. Now I think what we need a new class, I think, because I want to store the file and some information about the layer together. So I'm going to create a new class up here called layer, card image layer, like that. And I want card image layer to have a path, a PNG file maybe. We'll call it PNG file, like that. And it's going to have an index. Like that. Card image layer, let's move that type to its own file. Copy to the clipboard, jump back. And now what I want to do is I want to say, let's create a new instance of it. Let's pass in the PNG file. Well, we want to do a for each here. And then we want to pass in PNG file to new image layer. We want to declare a local for that. Let's add parameter for generate constructor. And that's now assigning this. What's going on here? Because we're in edit and continue. It doesn't like this. Okay, I'm just going to stop it. We'll restart it. I think we just run it right now. We've got enough to go with here. All right, there, card style, witchcraft, common. Okay, so here we are, coming in here. There's my PNG files. For each PNG file, we're going to create a card image layer. And I think we need a new list of these. We're going to call this cards. Because we're in edit and continue, I can't initialize it. Card layers like this. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say set this. I'm going to, if that's null, then we're going to create a new instance of it. And then right in here, we're going to clear it. And down here, I'm going to now add it. Add that card image layer. Okay. All right, next, I want to go find that list box I've got out there. List box card layers. I think that's it. Set its item source equal to card layers, like that. Okay, and let's execute this line. Let's come back up here again. What's my problem? Okay. Oh, let me come back up here. All right, run it, and now we should see things. There we go. Okay, card image layer. Nice. Okay, let's go into card image layer. Let's set a breakpoint here. We're going to establish index, create that, and we're going to give it a toString override as well. So let's bring it in one more time. Through that breakpoint. Let's do our toString override, and we're going to return, because it's an override. All right, fine, we'll kill the app. We want to return, I think, return layer name, which I'm going to create. A private setter here. All right, so now when we do this, I'm going to say layer name is equal to path. Looks like I need a system.io. Path.get file name without extension of PNG file. And then I want to say if layer name dot index of this closing square bracket is greater than 0. If that's the case, so take a look at the file names we've got out here, right? They all have with the layer order is here in these files. So it's 3, like that, for example. So if the index is greater than 0. In fact, what I really want to do is I want to introduce a local for that. And we're going to call this close bracket position. If that's greater than 0, then we want to do two things. We want to say the layer name is equal to layer name dot substring close bracket position +1 dot trim. Like that. The other thing we want to do is we want to say our index. Let's create a string first here. Our index stir. I could probably do this. If ti.try-parse of the string, which is going to be layer name dot substir. We're going to start at 1, and we're going to go to the close bracket position -2, if my math is correct on that. And then we're going to do an out int index, like that. If that's the case, then we're going to say index is equal to index. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's run it. All right, so here we go. Got the PNG file coming in right here. The layer name is equal to that. We're looking for the closed bracket position. If we find it, then we come in and we adjust this. So layer name goes from 0 background to just background, which is what we want. We want to get that index coming out of that. That's correct. It's the correct index, and we've set it. Let's set a breakpoint here. Keep running. We should get. We didn't get any more hits in there. Are we not doing this for each one? We should be. Huh. We didn't hit the other breakpoints, but we've got all the layers. I don't understand we missed that breakpoint that we were there at. I don't understand that. Let's set another breakpoint here. Witchcraft, epic or legendary? We're doing legendary this time. Okay, so that one. Try parse is failing. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Is it a -1? No. What's going on with layer name? Oh, layer name is background. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I see the problem. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to grab this and introduce a local for that. And that's going to be our index stir, like that. We need to do it before we do that. Okay, here we come in again. Let's see what works this time. Index stir is 1. Layer name goes to cover, and there we go. Now we got the 1. All right, good. So now that feels like that's working. All right, and those are our layers. I want to reverse the order of these. So let's do that. Let's sort those. I think we'll set a breakpoint there, come back in, card style, witchcraft, epic this time. And now I want to sort those layers. So say card layers dot, do I got a sort in here? And do something like this, index. Do I need a Y here as well? I feel like that might be the case. This, no, I need parens, I bet. Is that gonna help me through it? Oh, that looks better. Y.index. No? What's my problem here? Oh. It needs an int. Is that it? Come on. No, yes, no, it's not going away. I had a bool there before. I changed it to this. Do I just need to hit F10? Oh, I just needed to hit F10 apparently. Okay, so there wasn't a problem. Let's just run it. And did I get the order right? No, looks like it's wrong. Let's double check it. Let's do it the other way around here. It's gonna work. It's not working. Let's see if we can figure out what I'm doing wrong here. I've been here before, kids. Order by. That's what I guess I want. Okay, so it looks like it's something like this. Card layers is equal to card layers dot order by, like that. Dot to list. And let's bring that up, see how we do. What's my problem here? Okay, fine. And I actually want to reverse it. I think there's a reverse function in here, is that right? I think that's what I want to do. See if that works. Nope. Oh shoot. The problem is here, I think. I think the code works. I just think we're creating a new instance. This needs to come down here, right there. Let's see if that works now with the background. There it is. Cool. So now I should be able to come in here, choose Epic. There we go. Now I can see all of these entries. Sweet. All right, next, now that I've got the layers here, we're going from background to the foreground all the way to the front. I need to replace these temporary images here with actual images that we're going to load from each of those PNGs. That's the next piece. You guys hear that? It's Screech Rat, kids. Welcome, Screech Rat. We are working through our CardMaker. It's going to be creating cards for us. Our CardMaker. Our CardMaker. Like that. And it's going to be able to create cards for us mostly automatically with just a few fine touches. We're going to be able to move some dials, adjust some things over here. We're gonna have some just a gorgeous looking set of a deck of cards here. I think I'd say by the end of the week for sure. What's the command for text bubbles these days? It wasn't working. The command should have been just mark and like hello, but it's not working, and I'm not sure why. I don't know why that's not working. I do have one error. I do have errors here. Must be connected to at least one channel. Wondering if there's a problem here. I could kill this, restart. Let's go ahead and kill this and restart that. We might be able to get it to work. Let's restart it. Here it comes. There it is. That's back up. Let's see if that's enough. That's not enough. I think I got to close and restart at least this app too. Starting it back up as well. And is it coming up? There it is right there. All right, so the app is back up. Then that's probably still not enough because I think I have to refresh the other layers here, especially the front overlay. Back overlay. I'm going to reset the drone game as well. Start up Mr. Announcer Bot. We're restarting everything here. Let's go back over into this app right here and refresh. There we go. And is that going to help us out? All right, there you go. So the syntax is, if you want me to say something, it's mark, then quotes, and whatever you want me to say. Like that. Just need one quote, you don't need two. If you want me to think something, you do an open paren. Like that. It just took a second because it's loading up the assets, but, you know, like make me look intelligent, right? That's my recommendation. Right? Something to the effect of like, uh-oh. Did it really stop working? Mark wants to say, Karen, you gotta put an explanation say. Didn't work. There we go. So it's got to be a mark.
Checkbusters in the house.
No, I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's necessarily broken. Karen is the best thing that has ever happened to me. So you got to do it like this, Karen. Do we break it again? It's got to be an exclamation mark in front of the word mark, and then a colon. Everybody's getting their fanfares again because, you know, we reset everything. Here we go. That's it. Right there. You can also have Fred say things if you want. You type in Fred. Yeah, there you go. Fred, colon, and then, you know, whatever you want him to say or think. Like that. Okay, kids. Have fun with that. Coding is annoying. No, it's not. Coding is fun. Coding is fun. All right, so we've got, who said that? Sex Positive said that. Come on, Sex Positive. All right, let's now build this layer up. Take a look at how that's built right now in the sample. So soon. Fred doesn't like it here. Are you sure about that? All right, let's go look for the images that we've got in here already. So we're going to do this. I actually do not want a CO2 machine. Yeah, yes, I do, honey. It's what I'm on my list. It's the only thing I want. So I can do these jet cannon, the CO2 jet cannons, put them on the stream. Everyone will love it.
Surely does.
I thought we had the boy racer rat already. We did. I reset everything because the bubbles weren't working. So we got the bubbles working again. Here's the images I've got stacked up here. So I got a whole bunch of images inside my canvas. These we don't need. Yeah. I think I want to comment out everything. Okay, this one is kind of interesting. It's coming out this. Because we're running, we can't comment it out. All right, let's just delete them manually. We'll delete them manually. One of these is, you know, one of these is a layer that is done, that has nothing to do with the card, but has to do with the spell, the contents of the card. It's this one right here. I've got this folder called Spell Icons. It's got all the icons for the D&D spells. So that's kind of what's going on there. All right, so we're going to go through. We keep the grid, but we're going to remove all the images. That's what we're going to do. I wonder, should I do that now? Maybe in about, let's just get these images done, and then I'll take you out to lunch. Karen. Do you like this, Karen? The ability to make me think? She's getting more powerful as we speak. She's making me think. Mom is. She's putting the thought bubbles above my head. Yeah, you can see there's just, I am so lucky to have her. Too much, is it too much power? What do you mean, wait, hang on? Kid's running for a computer right now. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Okay, so I want to delete all the images from this canvas. The canvas, oh, it's not named. I'm going to kill the app. We got to name the canvas. This is going to be CVS. Remind me why I made this feature. My favorite kid is Gia. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. This is our canvas. We're going to call this canvas layers. Like that. All right, next. Here. She is almost as great as Karen. Okay. I see that. All right, we need to go in first and we need to say, I think delete all images. And we may not need to pass anything to it. And this has got what, a children? I'm gonna do a for loop. Good count. I'm going to reverse the for loop. What? I don't have reverse for loop in here in CodeRush yet? Oh, there, wait. I got a reverse for statement. Nice. Is that Visual Studio? Okay. All right. Good. Fine. I'll take it. Now we're going in reverse order. Now we want to say, hey, if that child is an image, then we want to say children.remove at I. That's going to delete all the images. Next, we want to say add image. And I think I'm going to just throw that whole layer at it, is what I'm going to do. We created that class a few moments ago. All right, add image is going to say CVS layers. Is it going to be children.add? And we're going to say we want to create a new. I've got an imaging. DLL out there that we created. What's it called? We're not using it. All right, let's add that reference to it. CardMaker references. Add reference project imaging. So this is a DLL we wrote a while back for our mapping, our map editor. The cool thing about imaging is it's got this killer function in it that we're going to use pretty heavily in here. Here it is, called Create Image, allowing us to pass in hue shift, saturation adjust, lightness adjust, contrast adjust, individual horizontal and vertical scales, all of that. And so what I want to do is I want to have these be properties of the card for that layer, I think. And then I wanted to throw it all at it, is what I wanted to do. Throw them all at it. So we want to call create image. to get that image back. And it takes a file name. So kind of cool. And it's in image utils. Okay. No, I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to instead do card image layer dot create image, like that. So we're going to declare this inside of create image. And let's close this down. Can I leave the iron on? The file name is going to be what is it? PNG file. All right, so there's my create image call right now. I'm going to replace these with variables that are going to be part of the layer, or somehow assigned to and shared with the layer from the card itself, I think. I haven't quite figured that out. That might be a good thing to think about later today. Okay, so we have create image. That's going to create it. That's going to add it as a child. That might be enough to get it to work. Let's see what happens. Is the pudding harassing Karen? Oh boy, he's in trouble. Let me go check that out. Yes. Coding is so annoying. Oh, come on, guys. All right. Card style, witchcraft. Hold on. So you move your mouse left, you're on my computer. All right, card style, infinite stones. Nothing is showing up. Card style, witchcraft, whoops. Card style, witchcraft, legendary, nothing is showing up. Let's go figure that out. Your mouse is still on my machine, I think. Gia, move left. And okay, children, it's not enough to add the child here. Let's go see what the internet has to say about this. WPF, C# add image to canvas. Yeah, I know about set top and set left. What's wrong? What am I missing here? There's my new image, children.add. That's all they're doing. Do I have is the file name wrong? Maybe I should step through the code on this. Let's do that. Actually, though, I just noticed I have breakpoints set up here. And the breakpoints are not being called. Oh no, yeah, there it is right there. Okay. There it is. There's the file. Get right in here, real simple because everything else is 0. There's the bitmap source. with the transform on it, added to the CBS layers. So we got two, the grid plus that image we just added. What do we see? Do I really have to set left and top to 0? I would think those would just default to 0. All right, let's try something different. Let's interrogate this. I'm not liking that. Smoopy's in the house. And this is not looking good. I got a bunch of zeros here. Not a number for height, and I think width is probably the same thing. Not a number on result. Well, I would argue that that's my problem. Let's see what's going on here. Here we got some DPI. It's not 96 DPI, which may be an issue. In WPF, it likes to be 96. Got some real pixel width and height. Those numbers are right. This one's correct, bitmap source. What happened? Oh, it's my scale. My scaling is, I'm saying 0, 0. That's my problem. My scale numbers have got to be 1, 1. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Apologies to the code. So delete all images is there. Add image. Create image. So these two, 1 and 1. Let's try that. So many smoothies. Oh, that looks better. That looks much better. The 96 DPI problem now. It's a slight problem. So how can we fix that? We could fix that. Let's go look at what's going on in our XAML. Sex Positive said so many Smoothies when Smoothies Fanfare played a second time on the show, I think. So here we go. Just setting the height and width of it. Then we don't have to worry about the other problem there. So the layer create image. lured me to the wiggly side. Oh, that's right. Yeah, on the Kids Code show that we do on Fridays and Saturdays. All right, let's go in and do this again. Witchcraft, epic. All right, this should now work. Run it. There we go. Nice. Cool. That's epic. Legendary. Nice. That's what we're looking for. Rare. Sweet. Infinite stones. That's cool. It's cool. All right, I'm going to end the show today right about there, guys. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, we lost our text. Text is like in the background, I bet. It's in that grid, but the grid is in the very back. What if we can set that Z order on the grid? Canvas Z order. Just in time. Coding Gorilla's in the house, kids. Welcome, Coding Gorilla. Okay. Z order. I think there's a Z index or something property. Canvas.z-index. See if we can find that. Canvas.z. Nope. Nope. I'm totally wrong about that then. I want this to be the last child. I could do inserts on the other. Fred's hungry. Okay, let's just do this real quick. Look at this. C#, WPF, Z order on a canvas. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. What's going on there? Static method. Oh, I have to go to the panel? Is that going to be what I want for the canvas? Set Z index. Okay, so the question is, do I want it at the top or the bottom? I think this is the end. I wanted a large number. So I think what I want to do is I want to give this a name. And we're going to call this the text, maybe the GRD card text. So that's the grid card text. We're going to go find that and set its index to be a large number, I think. So we're going to say canvas dot. Do I have a set Z index in here? I do now. And we're going to say that grid index, and it's going to be a large number here, like, so it's 20. Let's see what happens. There it is. All right, that worked. Cool. All right, we're getting closer. Tomorrow we're going to work on adding some more layers in here, being able to visualize, turn the layers on and off. And the same with optional layers as well. So we'll have it background optional layers and foreground optional layers. And then we'll get these things working too, these adjust. So we'll be able to take individual pieces, move them in and out, that sort of thing. Adjusting hue, saturation, contrast, all of that. I expect that to happen in tomorrow as well. All right, let's get a raid going here. We'll send you kids off to another one of the coders on the live coders stream. Send you over to Oh Bother. It's a fun stream. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day, kids.